Grew up in a small town of 800 people, Brandon, Wisconsin. In a long, roundabout way, ended up downtown Milwaukee and work here in Mequon. The biggest turning point was during quarantine. This is really a quarantine journey. March of 2020, gyms closed, didn't know what to do, kind of went remote for a little bit, which was a change. Walked out of the house one day, was like, I'm gonna go for a run. I read a book called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Essentially, it's the idea of what are we capable of. And he introduced the idea of something I never heard of before, which is a ultra marathon. The idea would be to introduce Miles for Mel's for this first 100-miler, but really it's about the idea of what are we capable of and what can we do together, not necessarily what can I do, but what can we do. I heard about Mel's Charities for the first time at Gathering on the Green 2022. And Tom walked in the morning before the event started with our buddy Ross, and Ross is famous for making his Ross's crosses, and talked a little bit about the amazing things happening with Mel's. And I never realized that there was something called Modelos for Mel's. And really went home that day and was like, Modelos for Mel's? What about miles for Mel's? I'm doing these ultra marathons, like let's create some collateral good along the way. So I was like, called Mel, I was like, hey, what about this idea of miles for Mel's? And knowing Mel, like all of us do, he's like, I'm in, that sounds awesome, let's do it. It's like, all right, here we go. Why Mel's Charity over any others? It really just came down to the inspirational lunches with Mel. Because this run was happening, it was like, Mel, let's do this. And I want to try to contribute in some form. And it's not necessarily about the dollar amount raised. That was a cool goal. We were blessed and grateful to raise even more than we initially thought, even though we put a goal out there, a stretch type goal. What's more important to me in this is that now a certain number of people know about Mel's that maybe didn't. I remember my mentor saying this, how do you help 1 billion people? And you know how you help a billion people? One person. I just feel like Mel's, that's what they're all about. And so how can I potentially help them feel special for how amazing of people they are too?